I'm here on vacation in the beautiful sunny Croatia, and I'm going to give you a vacation strength training workout which you can also do from home with very minimal equipment, because if you're traveling you don't want to take a ton of equipment that's heavy with you. What I've got today is resistance bands with a handle. I've got a glute band, and I'm going to be using these 2-litre water bottles, which is about 65 ounces. And I've also got this chair, so let's get to it. And we're going to start off with a warm up. We're going to work our legs to start off with. We're going to work our upper body, and then we're going to do glutes at the end. So grab your water bottles and your resistance bands, and let's start with a warm up. So we're going to start with 20 skaters. And skaters are just this, and you can just put a jump in. So let's go. Okay, well done. And we're not going to be doing too much rest in between sets. We're going to take about 10 to 30 seconds because we're not lifting heavy weights. So to make sure we get the maximum burn out of this, we're not going to be leaving much rest. So now we're going into 20 air squats to overhead presses with no equipment at the moment. Well done. The final exercise for the warm-up. We're going to turn our feet out, and then we're going to squat. We're going to do something called a plie squat, or sometimes it's known as a sumo squat, and we're going to do the bicep curl. And we're going to do 20 of these. We're going to do 2 sets of 10 squat to overhead press. So we're going to grab our water bottles for this, and it's just going to make it a little bit more challenging than it would without the water bottles. So before we start, I'll show you a squat to an overhead press. Just like that. So let's go. We're going to do 10 of these. Take a rest there, and you could, if you are a bit fitter and you find you can press on, you could do between 10 to 20 of those. So I'm going to go for 15 next time. Okay, let's go again. We're not going to do much pausing for rest on this workout. Okay, let's pause there. The next movement, I'm going to do jump squats with my water bottles again. So, jump squats are these. If you can't jump, perhaps you've got bad knees, just repeat the exercise that I did before. So just repeat the squat to the overhead press, and I'll be doing the jump squat. It's so much tougher. So it really is good when you're on vacation and you know you haven't got much equipment. If you can, and if you haven't got bad knees or some kind of other mobility problem, then it's really good sometimes to put a jump in some of these exercises. So I'm going to grab my water bottles, or you could do it without weight, and we're going to do 10 of these. So we'll pause for 30 seconds rest, and then we'll go again with 10 more of these. Okay, I'm going to pick up my water bottles, and remember, if you've got bad knees, just do the squat to overhead press again. So let's pause for around 20 seconds rest there. And I'm just going to get my chair out now, because the next exercise, we're going to be doing a chair squat, and I'm going to grab my water bottles for this again. And a chair squat is just this. And I can move around and show you from the side. We're going to do 10 chair squats. And then we're going to do 5 on each leg of single leg chair squats. We're going to go straight into that, which is known as a superset. And we'll do 5 on each side. If you can't do the single leg chair squat, just do 10 more of the standard chair squats. So we're going to take our water bottles again, and we're going to do 10 chair squats. And then we're going to go into 5 each side single leg chair squats. So that's 5. Change legs. Okay, let's pause there. So it's really important when you're in a hot country to always make sure that you've got plenty of water, because it's very easy to get dehydrated, especially when you're doing these workouts. So we're going to go again with the chair squats and then the single leg chair squats. Okay, single leg now. Change leg. Okay, let's pause for a rest there. The next exercise I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you without the water bottles, is something called a Bulgarian split squat. And this is when we put our leg on the chair. So it's almost like doing a squat, but it's just doing it on one leg. And then we're going to go down like that. And we're going to do 10 on each side, if you can, without stopping. So I'm going to grab my water bottles. It doesn't matter which leg you start on, but I tend to start on my left because that's my weakest side. So we're going to do 10 on this side. If you can't do Bulgarian split squats because you've got bad knees, for example, what you can do, and I'm going to show you here in the picture, is you can do something called glute kickbacks instead, which we're also going to do at the end of the workout. So you can do 10 on each leg, glute kickbacks, using a glute band. Let's go. That was 10, so I'm going to change legs and do 10 on the other side. That's it, let's pause for 20 seconds, take a rest there. Let's go again. I'm going to start on my left leg, 10 on each side, and if you can't do these, do your glute kickbacks. Okay, well done if you did those. Those are pretty tough. Okay, so I've put the chair away. Next up, we're taking this resistance band and we're going to do something called Romanian deadlifts. Now today, we're just doing 2 of every exercise. So it's really easy to remember. Normally we'd want to do about 15 of these with a resistance band, but see how many you can do. You take the resistance band, you put it underneath your foot, your left foot, and then your right foot. Feet hip width apart, and then we're going to go down into the Romanian deadlift movement. So that's demonstrating it, so let's go. And we're going to do 15 of these. You could use your water bottles as well, but I find I get better resistance by using a resistance band. Okay, so that's 15. We'll pause there for 10 to 20 seconds and then we're going to go again. Okay, let's go again. So 15 Romanian deadlifts. Try and keep your back straight when you're doing this. And thrust your hips forward at the top of the movement. And that will ensure you're getting the full range of movement, which is even more important when we're doing these workouts with not much equipment, because we haven't got heavy weights to take. Okay, well done. We're now going to move into the upper body part of the workout, and most of this is going to be done on the floor. But before I go on the floor, we're going to do upright rows with our resistance band standing up. Now, if you haven't got the resistance band, you can always use the water bottles for this. I'm going to use the resistance band because I find I get more resistance with this than using those water bottles. So we're going to stand in a very similar position to our Romanian deadlifts. We're not hinging and we're keeping our upper body still. So we're still bending over and arching our back slightly. And then we're going to pull just with our arms. And you're going to feel a squeeze in your shoulder blade. So let's go for 15 to 20 of those. Okay, let's just pause there for 10 to 20 seconds and then we're going to go again for the second set. And everything in this workout, remember, is just 2 sets. It makes it easy for you and we can sort of push through quite quickly. If you wanted to make it 3 sets of everything, then you can do that, but it's going to be a longer workout. Okay, well done. So I'm down on the floor and the next exercise is push-ups to a 20-second plank. Now, doing the plank straight after the push-up is going to be great for working your core because you're working your core anyway by doing push-ups. This is quite tough, so do the push-ups off your knees if you need to. And if you can't do the 20 seconds on the plank, try for 10 seconds. So I'll just demonstrate to start off with. This is a push-up and then we're going to go straight into a plank. So we're going to do 10 of these. I've kind of improvised with some cushions on the floor that they've got here in the apartment. So you've just got to find what you can, or if you can fit like a mat in when you go on vacation, then do use a mat. So let's go. So we're going for 10 push-ups, 10 good quality push-ups. And then straight into a plank for 20 seconds. And if you can't do 20 seconds, just do as much as you can. And if you can do more than 20 seconds, by all means do more than 20 seconds. So that was 20 seconds, so we're going to take a pause there. And we're just going to rest for 20 to 30 seconds and then go straight back into the push-up. And as with everything else, we're just doing 2 sets of this and then we're going to move on to the next exercise. Okay, let's go again. 10 push-ups and do them off your knees if you need to. The second one's always going to feel a bit tougher. There we go, 20 seconds. Well done if you did that. Next exercise, we're going to need our resistance band. You could also use your water bottle. And we're going to do it kneeling down because if we were standing up, there would just be way too much tension and we wouldn't be able to get the resistance band up. So I'm going to put the resistance band kind of under my knees. We're going to superset, so that's performing one set straight after the other. Front raises, which are these, with lateral raises, which are these. So we're going to do 10 front raises and then go straight into 10 lateral raises, and that's really, really challenging. Okay, so then we're going to go into 10 lateral raises. Okay, let's pause for a rest there. Well done. With this exercise, you can use the water bottles. If the band feels a little bit challenging for you, go to the water bottles because they're only 2 litres, aren't they? 64 ounces. So that should be comfortable for anyone to do those, and you do exactly the same movement. So let's go again. We're going to do 10 front raises. And then straight into 10 lateral raises. Coming into the last part of the workout now, we've got 3 more exercises and they're all going to be on our glutes. It's really important to work our glutes. It's going to prevent us having back problems, strengthening our glutes. So it's not all about getting a bubble butt, it actually has a function, your glutes. So the first exercise, we don't need the band for this one. We're doing single leg glute bridges. So I'm going to lie on the floor on my little cushion. And then, as with a standard glute bridge, we're going to bring our butt up like here, and then we're going to bring one of our legs out. Now, you can have it like that, up in the air like that. That's going to be tougher than having it like that. And then we're going to do 10 on each side. Change legs. That's it. Take a rest there. We're going to rest for 20 seconds and then we're going to go again on the other leg and then move on to the next exercise. So we're just going to position ourselves, get ourselves ready in the glute position, put one leg up and then go for 10. Change legs. Okay, take a pause there. The next exercise, we're going to do glute kickbacks, and this is a really good alternative as well for lunges or those Bulgarian split squats that we saw earlier. Here's how to do them. We just need to put the glute band on. So I'm just going to stand up and show you that. So we put it around there. It's going to need to have quite a good bit of tension. And then we're going to kneel on the floor. We're going to do 10 on each leg of these, and it's the same as before, we're just doing 2 sets. So I'm going to start off on my left leg. On that leg, and now we're going to move to 10 on the other leg. Okay, we're going to pause there, just take a rest. And remember, working your glutes is really, really important. It's going to help prevent back issues. A lot of back issues come about because we've got weak glutes. Let's go for the final set. So it's 10 on one leg and 10 on the other. Okay, well done. So we're going to go into the final exercise, which is another glute exercise. We're going to keep our band on in exactly the same position, and these are called fire hydrants. I'm just going to show you now, before we actually go into the fire hydrant, what it looks like. So that's a fire hydrant. We're just kneeling down and then moving our leg up. And that's just going to work a different part of the glute, so that we've worked all of our glutes through these exercises. So let's go. I'm going to start on my left side, and we're just doing 2 sets of 10 on each leg again. Change legs. Okay, we're just going to pause there for around 20 seconds, and then we're going to go again. So that was the end of the workout. I'm just going to take you through a couple of stretches now, because we've just been working the hips. This is a really good stretch for our hips and our glutes, and also our legs. What we need to do is kneel down here on one leg, and then we're going to twist it round, and then get into this position here. If it's more comfortable for you, go down here, and you're going to get a stretch right through your hip and into your lower back as well, which is really good, but don't do that if it's not comfortable. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side with the other knee. So we're going to kneel forward, push our right foot slightly out, and then if you want to stay up like this, you can do. That's still a really, really good stretch. Or if this feels comfortable, go down and go onto your elbows. And I can feel a really good stretch through my glutes there and my hips. Because we've been working our legs, our quads quite a bit, just going to do a stretch through the quads. You can do a stretch like that to get a quad stretch. I find it quite hard to get a full stretch by doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually kneel all the way back on one side. And then I'm going to change sides. So I'm going to do the same on that side. And we're just going to finish off what's known in yoga as a child's pose. It's just going to stretch our back a little bit. And so I'm going to kneel down with my knees quite wide apart, wider than hip width apart. I'll just show you, actually I'll just show you this way. So they're going to be quite wide apart. I'm going to turn this way again. And then we're going to put our head on our cushion or our mat, arms by the side. We're just going to hold that there. And that's really, really good for stretching out our lower back. And through the top of our glutes a little bit as well. So you can stay there if you like. I'm just going to come up. I hope you enjoyed that vacation workout. If you want me to do any more workouts like this, do let me know.